Alright guys, so we're back for part 2 of the dual antenna installation on the 57 Bel-Air. In part 1, we installed the antennas on the quarter panels, got those dual antennas on, got them looking good. So in part 2, we had to shave the antenna off the front fender. I got the holes welded up, got them filled, got the primer put on, got everything prepped and ready to blend the paint out. So I'm going to take you back to the beginning and show you how I got to this point. And then I'm going to take this thing up and we're going to see if we can get it sprayed. All right guys, so it's been quite a bit of work to get it down to this point, but I got it prepped and ready to spray. So all I got to do now is get it taped up and get some paint put on. So let's get it done. All right, so there it is. I got it taped up nice and tight. I shouldn't have any issues with any overspray creeping anywhere that I don't want it to be. I shouldn't have any tape lines when I'm done. You shouldn't even be able to tell that I came in here and did this repair. So what my plan is I got to come in here and take some prep solvent, and I got to wash all this down with grease and wax remover and make sure the surface is nice and clean. And then when I come in here with the paint, I'm going to take the base color and I'm going to paint over this primer spot first, get that covered. Then I'm going to blend out my color onto the door and onto the fender. Now I won't be spraying any color up here on the front, and I won't be spraying any color back here onto the back of the door. When I spray that, it'll just be nothing but clear coat so that I have a good match. You can tell somebody has painted the fender before and it doesn't match. So I'm doing two things at one time. I'm repairing the antenna hole, shaving that for him, and I'm also correcting this paint match issue that was going on right here by blending out onto the door. Somebody at some point painted just the fender and they got the color off a little bit. So I'm gonna correct that issue and make it look good for him. So when I'm done, you should not even be able to tell that this has happened at all. So let's get some paint mixed up, get it sprayed. All right, so there it is. It's painted, it's nice and slick. Paint match looks good. I'm not gonna have any issues now between the door and the fender with those not matching. That looks good. It did not match before. He's not gonna have any issues back here with paint match because there's nothing but clear back here. So that looks good. And the area here where I shaved the antenna is nice and straight. That looks good. So I'm pleased with it. I think it looks good. I think the customer's gonna be happy. Now what I did up here is I had to untape it and use a little clear blender right here to cover where I stopped my clear coat at. And I can actually see over here on the driver's side where somebody has done the same thing before, but they did not do a very good job and they got their line a little too high out from under the chrome. But if done correctly, you won't have but just a little bit right here to have to polish out to erase that line. So I think my side's going to turn out good where you won't even see it. And there it is. I'm happy. Well, all right, guys, I got it put together. So let me show you some up close shots of how it turned out. All right, so I've not done any buffing on it at all. That's just the way the paint sprayed on out of the gun. And the finish that I put on looks just as good as what was already on the car. Matches up nicely to the rest of the car. So I think it looks pretty good. And as you can see, that area where I filled in the antenna is straight as an arrow. Looks really good. So the customer came and looked at the car yesterday and he's happy. He's very happy with the way it turned out. I am too. I think it's a beautiful car. I see a little spot here I need to polish a little bit right there. A little bit of overspray. I'll get that off in the morning. All right, it looks good. These rear antennas turned out perfect. They look great. So if you're into dual antennas, you gotta love that. All right, so we got a car show coming up in a couple of weeks here in our little hometown, and our customer, he's really happy that we got the car done in time. So a couple more weeks, this thing's gonna be at the show looking good. I got a couple little things I'm gonna polish up for him, and I'm gonna let him have it back tomorrow. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos that I put out on this 57, doing these dual antennas and shaving that fender. Check out the other videos on my channel. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.